Kio was too busy chasing his own tail in excitement to pay attention. Gizmo let out a heavy sigh. The sun was shining brightly on the white sandy beaches of the big island of Hawaii. The crystal clear waters glistened under the warm rays of the tropical sun. It was a perfect day in paradise, but little did anyone know, a comedic adventure was about to unfold. Meet Kio, a mischievous little pup who loved to play and explore. Always up to some kind of mischief, much to the dismay of his owner, Laura. But Laura loved Kio's playful spirit and couldn't stay mad at him for long. Kio's best friend was Gizmo, the complete opposite of Kio. Gizmo is a bit older and much wiser than his furry companion. Kio and Gizmo were known as the mischievous duo among the locals. Inseparable and always getting into some sort of trouble. Despite Gizmo's efforts to keep Kio out of trouble, Kio seemed to attract chaos wherever he went. And today was no different. As they strolled along the beach, Gizmo noticed Kio eyeing a group of seagulls. Gizmo, who was trying to enjoy a peaceful walk, let out a sigh and followed after Kio.
Kio, don't even think about chasing those birds.
But Kio couldn't resist the temptation. In a split second, he took off, barking and chasing the seagulls. Gizmo shook his head and followed after him, hoping to keep him out of trouble. But it was too late. As expected, Kio's loud barks had scared the seagulls away, but this didn't stop him from digging into the sand, looking for any leftovers that the birds might have left behind. Gizmo shook his head in amusement and decided to join in on the fun. He started digging alongside Kio, and the two pups soon found themselves in a competition to find the biggest and most interesting treasure hidden in the sand. As they dug deeper, Kio suddenly let out a loud yelp, causing Gizmo to stop and look at him in worry. Kio had dug up an old, rusty key, and his paw was now stuck in the keyhole. Gizmo could not help but laugh at the sight, but he quickly composed himself and started to think of a way to help Kio get out of this predicament. After a few minutes of tugging and pulling, the two pups were finally able to free Kio's paw from the keyhole. Feeling a bit embarrassed, Kio quickly buried the key back in the sand and pretended like nothing had happened. The two pups continued on their walk, but not before Gizmo gave Kio a stern look, warning him to be more careful in the future. As the day went on, they continued to explore the beach. At one point, Kio again ran after another dog. Kio had run so far down the beach that he had lost Gizmo, and now he was chasing after a couple who were walking hand in hand. They screamed and ran in the opposite direction, Kio hot on their heels. Gizmo finally caught up to him and was appalled by his behavior.
Kio, what have you done?
Kio was too busy chasing his own tail in excitement to pay attention. Gizmo let out a heavy sigh and decided that it was time for them to head back home. As they made their way back, Kio spotted a bright yellow beach towel. He dashed towards it and started rolling around on it, spreading sand all over. Gizmo couldn't help but shake his head at his antics. Just then, a woman came running towards them.
Hey, that's my beach towel.
Kio looked up at Gizmo with wide, innocent eyes, not understanding what the fuss was about. Gizmo knew he had to do something to make things right.
Kio, we need to fix this.
He dipped his head in apology before seizing the towel with determination. With a swift motion, he vigorously shook the towel to rid of debris before handing it to the woman. Gizmo was a master at diffusing any situation, and Kio admired him for it. The sun was beginning to set, and Gizmo suggested they take a break by the shore to watch the beautiful sunset. As the sky turned shades of orange and pink, Gizmo said,
You know, Kio, you may be mischievous, but you have a big heart.
Kio blushed, feeling a sense of admiration for his friend. Kio's heart swelled with friendship and love for Gizmo, and he suddenly realized that he didn't need to cause chaos to have an adventure. He had Gizmo, and that was enough for him. As they entered the beach house, Laura greeted them with open arms. Gizmo winked at Kio, and they both knew that they would always be the dynamic duo, causing mischief and spreading laughter wherever they went. As they lay down to sleep that night, Gizmo and Kio could not wait for the next day's adventures, knowing that as long as they had each other, they would always have a good time.